So when it comes to Michigan TCU, so we obviously talked a little TCU and Michigan last week. It sounds like for a lot of fans, just in general, on the TCU offense, it sounds like Quentin Johnson is someone that has been talked about a lot. I would say him more so than even Max Duggan, the quarterback. So it sounds like he is going to be the focal point, I think, just because of his big playability. But what are your thoughts as far as that matchup, Quentin Johnson versus the Michigan defenders?
I think that TCU has two potential places where they can take advantage. And I don't want to call them advantages or that they have strengths versus Michigan's weaknesses. I don't see it necessarily that way, that I know for sure that it's a strength versus a weakness. I got to see the players on the field, but I think TCU can make plays in Michigan's secondary. I think that they have playmakers to do that, and I also think that it's not so much that I have great confidence in TCU secondary, although they do have the Thorpe Award winner, so he's supposed to be the best defensive back in college football. Um, but it's more so that Michigan may have to make some plays as a wide receiver core that I haven't seen them consistently make. So I think that TCU may have, and again, I wouldn't list this as a definite advantage, but I'm just curious to see TCU's wide receivers against Michigan's secondary and Michigan's wide receivers against TCU's secondary, because I think that TCU is going to have more to say about that than a lot of people expect. I think that they're either at least as good as Michigan or they might be better in those two matchups. And then the other one would be that I just don't think that Michigan's seen a quarterback who has the running ability of Max Duggan. They just haven't.
Yeah, and I think it'll be for TCU, I think it will be important for them to have some quarterback design runs because, like you said, I don't think Michigan has played a quarterback with his type of skill set. You could argue who's better, but as far as Max Duggan's skill set, I don't think Michigan has played a quarterback with his type of skill set. But the thing that I think will be important for Duggan will be just timing, like making sure he delivers the ball on time because with the Michigan pass rush, I think you can easily get yourself in trouble by just trying to extend plays, kind of playing the hero ball. They've got guys who can get after the passer with Oki and even Mason Graham. If Mike Morris comes back, so they definitely have guys who can get after him and it'll just be important, I think, for Duggan not to kind of just, extending plays just to extend them and kind of running around that type of thing. I think you can easily get yourself into some trouble with the type of pass rush that Michigan has.